What's up, everybody? This is Master Ian Gamer, and welcome to Overwatch 2 Season 9. Yes, the season is finally here, and in this video, I'll be taking a look at all the brand new skins and cosmetic items in both the Battle Pass and shop. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. First, we will be starting with the Battle Pass, and it looks like we already got some tiers, which were banked from the end of last season. But starting off at Tier 1 with the Premium Battle Pass, we have... well, you have the XP boost, of course, like every season, and Survivor 76. So this does tie into the whole Eldritch horror theme. He's supposed to be the, well, survivor of the Eldritch incident, I guess you could say. Kind of a simplistic skin, gives me a lot of the sort of, what is it, Vampire Slayer Cassidy skin, the, whatever that's called, Van Helsing, that's it. Gives me those sort of vibes, except for Soldier instead of Cass, and... it's alright. Tier 1 of the Battle Pass, nothing too special. Quick look at the weapon there. I do like the sort of lantern detail on that. That's pretty neat. Overall, a decent skin, although I do quite like this. Little lantern for healing. I guess that's very fitting in the dark terrors of the night. But also we have the Survivor 76 player icon. And moving on to the next tier, we get the Eye of Fear player icon. Followed by the Don't Be Creepy voice line. Then the Wanted highlight intro for Ash. And the Axed victory pose for Sojourn. Pretty cool axe right there. Then we get the Tentamari spray. The Cosmic Codex name card. Menacing emote for Roadhog.
Go gentle into that good night.
Go Gentle voice line for Baptiste. And then Shadow Child Illari. Take a closer look at it here. Is just an epic skin. Pretty neat design, though. I honestly quite like what they did with it. The wrappings over the face covering the eyes, I think, is a pretty spooky look for her. Not gonna lie, pretty good epic skin. Something which Illari desperately needs, given that she's, a newer hero and doesn't have a ton of skins just yet. But moving on to the next set, we have the Donuts victory pose for Kiriko, of course, at long last, giving her a donut victory pose in the game itself. It's about time. Then we get the Cosmic Codex souvenir, the Survivor 76 spray, the Endless Sight player icon, the Cosmic Skyline name card.
Wanna see the underworld?
A voice line for Kiriko, the Cute Thulu weapon charm, Ravager's Gaze spray, Rikimaru Ramen player icon, and the Rikimaru Ramen Bastion skin. This is definitely one of the more interesting skins for getting this season. A ramen-themed Bastion skin, where he's made up of ramen cups, noodles, and a noodle-making machine, which is actually kind of cool how that's integrated into his torso and the gun as well. And Ganymede, of course, is a little, ramen shop mascot, I guess you'd call him. Taking a look at the other versions, we have the Assault form and the Artillery form. A really silly skin, but a pretty cool one. Then moving on, we have the Back to Business highlight intro for Winston. The With the Shadows voice line for Genji, Tentacle Horror spray, Horror Hog player icon, Victory Pose challenge for Brigitte. Then we have the Fish Cake weapon charm, the Tentacle Horror name card, big Torbjorn coming out of the ocean.
The gods pity the man who remains sane.
A voice line for Malga, Pickled Ravager souvenir, and the Tentacle Horror skin for Torbjorn. This has to be one of my, probably not my outright favorite skin this season, but definitely one of my favorites, because it is so creepy, so cool, and surprisingly fits Torbjorn. Yeah, just give him the you know, tentacle beard. Why not? And the claw is this big menacing eldritch abomination of its own right. Taking a look up at the turret as well, with the eye on the front. Really cool design for that. And then we have the gun and the hammer. Sort of like runes on it. I feel like the hammer, they maybe could have done something a bit more interesting with it, but nonetheless, overall, I think this is a pretty good skin. Then moving on, we have the Spider Friend victory pose for Widowmaker. The little spider climbing. We then get the Horror Hog spray.
You're just asking to be killed.
A voice line for Reaper. The Harbinger name card. Eldritch Sigil spray. The Symbol Ape souvenir. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. That's spookier than a lot of the Eldritch stuff as far as I'm concerned. We have the Shadow Child player icon.
What is risen may sink, and what has sunk may rise.
Voice line for Sigma. Sonic Reload for Lucio. And then we get the Cursed Seer May skin. Just another epic skin, but again, one that's pretty good. I like what they did with the headwear. Fits very much into the Eldritch theme. Close-up of the weapon right there. Some sort of like sigils on it. A decent epic skin. Nothing too outstanding or too fancy, but it's good. It's good for what it is. Moving on to the next set, we have the warm-up emote for Tracer. Start doing some exercises. We then have the Monstermon spray. The Take a Knee victory pose for Soldier.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
An Ash voice line. The Tentamari weapon charm. Rikimaru Ramen name card. Stained glass collar spray. Tentacle horror player icon.
So misguided.
A voice line for Symmetra, and then the Horror Hog skin. Yes, the legendary Roadhog skin. A pretty cool design. Definitely giving me some Silent Hill Pyramid Head vibes there, but a pretty cool one. That terrifying mask. I would not want this thing showing up in the fog in the middle of the night. But we also have the little extra details. I quite like the Take a Breather canister being a little chalice. I think that's a really cool detail there. Looking at the scrap gun, it has unique design with a little guillotine axe head type thing hanging off the bottom. Yeah, that's something. And then the hook is just sort of wrapped. I feel like they maybe could have done something a bit more interesting for the hook with this skin, but at the same time, hooks are pretty creepy in their own right, so I feel like maybe they didn't even have to. I don't know. Overall, pretty cool skin. Moving on to the next tier, though, we get the Flail Tricks emote for Brigitte. And then the Ringmaster's Hat spray. The Victory Pose Flex for Doomfist.
I'm out for blood.
Voice line for Widowmaker. The Circus Monkey souvenir. The Ringmaster player icon. Codex Page spray. Circus Tent name card.
I am the guardian and the gateway.
A voice line for Ramatra. And then the Ringmaster skin for Winston. Here we go. I do like the cannons on the back for the jump jet. That's a pretty cool design choice right there. Overall, he's got a fun design. I think this is actually a really fun skin idea for Winston specifically, and I think they do a good job with it. Looking at the Tesla cannon, I do like the little lights running along the whole wood texturing of it. Perhaps doesn't quite fit with the Eldritch theme, but then again, I guess circuses can be kind of spooky in their own right, so maybe that was the sort of idea here. But again, I think it's a pretty solid skin for Winston, honestly. Moving on, then, we get to the capability highlight intro for Ramatra.
How can this
A voice line for Sigma, the Salty Ramen Spray, the Cursed Code name card, a Have a Seat victory pose for Illari,
Master your fear.
a voice line for Moira, Circus Elephant weapon charm, Cursed Eye souvenir, the Ringmaster spray for Winston, and the Endless Sight Widowmaker skin. Again, another epic skin that they do a pretty good job of having a fit in with the Eldritch Horror theme. She has a very terrifying headpiece there. Ugh. Black eyes is a little creepy, but nonetheless, we have the weapon here, and overall, decent epic. Probably one of the less exciting epic skins, and maybe skins period, we get in the Battle Pass, but fits the Eldritch Horror theme, and I think it's decent enough. Then moving on to the final tier of cosmetics, we have the Monstermon weapon charm, the Lamplight player icon, Sears Candlelight spray, the Ancient Caller name card, Cursed Seer player icon,
Oh, pathetic creation. So easily discarded.
voice line for Moira, the Crossed Arms victory pose for Mauga, the Ganymede Noodles spray, Tutting emote for Farah, and last but not least, Ancient Caller Moira. Yes, the mythic skin for this season's Battle Pass. A pretty cool one, I must admit. I love the orbs being eyes and the way they just sort of follow you. Even as you rotate the camera, they're always looking at you. Such a cool detail. Let's go ahead and look at some customization options here. So we have the base skin here, looking at the arms specifically. So there's a couple different arm designs. Yeah, I guess this is a good angle. This one has a sort of more like vine veins running along it, and this one is little rings rotating, not terribly different between the arms. But then we can also change the mask, of course. The default is the sort of slitted plate with the eyes behind it, and then we have the more humanoid face, and then the void. Just an empty, hollow husk beneath the hood. Honestly, all three of them are pretty cool. I'm not really sure which of the three I like. Probably something between this one and this one is my favorite, but we also have the colors. So there's the default color scheme of just the sort of like eyeball red and white. And then we have a green and dark brown or grayish color. Get that like green tentacle vibe going. Then we have a more stony sort of look with the cracked pink highlights in it. And then a yellowy one, which I guess is sort of like a stained glass, maybe not stained glass, but like a, sort of symbol type thing on the sides. I think honestly either this one or this one are probably my favorite. Overall though, a pretty cool mythic skin, I have to say. Definitely Blizzard I think is sort of stepping it up again with the mythic skins. Not as many customization options as we've seen with ones like Cyber Demon Genji back in the early days, but definitely an improvement over the past couple seasons, so hopefully we see more skins like this for mythics in the future, and, well, we're really lucky, maybe they'll get even better going from here on out. We also have the Ancient Caller player icon and the Ancient Caller spray, and then moving on to the titles, we have the Betrayer, Haunted Shadow, Monstrosity, Blighted Eye, Cosmic Being, Chaos Bringer, Ancient One, and Eldritch Nightmare. Alright, having run through the Battle Pass, now let's take a look at the Hero Gallery to see the shop skins for this season. So I'm just going to run through hero at a time. First up, we have Diva Rosie Hanbach, which is a recolor of her Palanquin skin. So nothing fancy there, just a recolor, but still looks fairly nice. Doomfist has nothing. Junker Queen has nothing. Mauga has nothing. Harissa does get a skin. Fiend, a recoloring of her demon skin. I like the sort of like blue highlight textures of it with the crystals and stuff. It's nice. Again, just a recolor though, so nothing too fancy. Ramatra gets nothing. Reinhardt gets the Rosa Heart skin, a recoloring of his Steel Heart. Yeah, in the fourth version of this legendary skin model, but now done in a white, pink, and gold aesthetic, which is pretty cool looking, honestly. Look at the hammer there. Nothing too fancy, because again, it is just a recolor. Roadhog gets nothing. Sigma gets the Beholder skin. Now, this is a very, very nice skin for Sigma. Oh man, that mask is terrifying. And you got the big octopuses with the eyes on his shoulder and everything. And yeah, this is a pretty great skin for a hero who definitely deserved to get a great skin as part of the Eldritch horror theme. A close-up of the hyperspheres, little eyeballs inside them, a really cool detail. Overall, I gotta say, a very, very impressive skin. Winston gets nothing. Wrecking Ball gets nothing. Zarya gets nothing as well. Moving on to the damage heroes, Ashe gets nothing. Bastion, nothing. Cassidy, nothing. Echo, nothing. Genji, a recolor, the Haihu skin, which is a recoloring of his white tiger skin from way back in Overwatch 1 as part of the Lunar New Year, now done in a gold and black. Pretty cool color scheme, actually, for this one. I quite like it. Hanzo gets nothing. Junkrat, nothing. Mei, nothing. Pharah, nothing. Reaper gets the Heartbreaker skin. Does tie into the Valentine's theming event, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, it's a pretty great one. The Kissing Skulls icon is a fun design to go with. And even has like a little like crossbow type mechanism on the top, I guess, to emulate the whole Cupid arrow type thing. Honestly, I think Reaper makes for a poor Cupid personally, but that's just me. Also, he does get the heart balloon emote. Yeah, that's pretty great. Sojourn gets nothing. Soldier, nothing. Sombra, nothing. Symmetra, nothing. Torbjorn, nothing. Tracer, nothing. And Widowmaker gets the Rose Lily skin. Another recolor of a past Lunar New Year event she had. This time done in a, well, pink rose, red rose type color scheme. Again, just a recolor, so nothing too fancy here. But then moving on to the support heroes, Ana gets the Sanguine Curse. Epic skin. Again, just an epic, but a pretty good one. I do like the coloring of it, and the mask is very, very creepy. So, yeah, this is another solid epic as far as I'm concerned. I do like the coloring on the rifle as well. And Sleep Dart. Never changes the Sleep Dart, but at least the colors are nice on it. So there you go. And then Baptiste, nothing. Of course, it's Baptiste. What did you expect? Brigitte, nothing. Of course, it's Brigitte. What did you expect? Illari then, nothing in the shop for her. Kiriko, though, of course, Kiriko gets the Sakura skin. Yep. Cherry Blossom Pink. Just an epic skin, but I think it looks nice. It's a nice color scheme for her. Something a bit different, a bit unique. Taking a look at the Suzu here. Again, it's just an epic, so nothing too fancy here on these parts. But then we do have the little, pink colors that are basically on everything. And beyond that, though, we also get a new emote, Fox Cuddles. Yes, people have been waiting for more Fox representation in Kiriko's cosmetics, and lo and behold, now we get what I guess is basically a sitting emote with the fox, which is just the victory pose, but in an emote form, but still. A nice addition, definitely something that Kiriko has been needing for a while at this point. Lifeweaver then, of course, gets the biblically accurate Lifeweaver skin, Harbinger skin. Yeah, this is definitely one of the more impressive skins this season. This might be my personal favorite, even though I don't play Lifeweaver, just because it's such a cool design and feels so fitting for Lifeweaver somehow. Just the feathers and the eyes. Oh my god, it is great. It is great. Looking at the tree seed there. The hand as well even has little eyeballs on it. Such a cool detail. And the Healing Blossom, of course, has an eyeball in it. Honestly, I think this is probably one of the best skins this season. It's definitely a welcome addition to Lifeweaver's roster at the very least of skins, because he doesn't have a ton of skins yet, so yeah, this is a good one. Definitely like this skin. And that then takes us to Lucio, who gets the Dark Fawn skin, a recoloring of a past skin he got for a Halloween Terror event. Again, nothing fancy here, just sort of a purple recoloring. It's, is what it is. Decent. Mercy? What? Mercy gets no new skin? I'll be honest, this is a little suspicious. I'm curious to see if they end up adding something in the latter half of the season with the mid-season patch that gives Mercy something, because no Mercy skin. Oof. That is interesting. Very interesting indeed. Moira, though, doesn't get anything because she already got the Mythic skin. She doesn't need anything else, let's be honest. And Zenyatta! Nothing. Taking a look at the player icons, though, we have the Eye of Fear, Lamplight, Cosmic Ravager, Tentacle Horror, Ringmaster, Endless Sight, Rikimaru Ramen, Horror Hog, Survivor 76, Cursed Seer, Sanguine Curse, Shadow Child, Sakura Kiriko, and Ancient Caller. Many of these we did see in the Battle Pass, but some of these are shop-specific, so I did want to point them out. Name card-wise, go down to Season 9. We have the Ramen one we already saw. Harbinger, that was in the pass as well. Pass. Oh, no, this one is actually for Reaper, Heartbreaker, of course. And Cosmic Ravager, which I don't think was in the... Maybe that was in the Battle Pass. The player titles, I believe they're just going to be the Battle Pass ones, but I do want to check here. Cosmic Ravager and Crisis Survivor, I believe, are tied to the new game mode, the Cosmic Crisis. So the rest of these, though, are all Battle Pass specific. And one last thing I would like to take a look at is just showing off the new Jade weapons. So here's the new screen for looking at weapon variants. So there's the default for just using Reaper here as an example, the gold version, which is the old version. But now we also have Jade, and Jade can be earned with the new competitive points. And this is an example of what it looks like. It's decent enough. You know, it's been kind of controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I'm not impressed with the Jade color. It's just not really my thing, but I'm glad there's some people out there who seem interested in getting these, and there'll be a nice little reward to show that you played during 2024. And that does it for the Overwatch 2 Season 9 Skins, Battle Pass, and Shop overview video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I do apologize that the format of this video was a bit different than how I've historically done these. I didn't have access to the preview server as I typically have in the past to record footage preemptively, so I'm having to make this video after the season has actually gone live, but hopefully it still caught you all up with the skins and various cosmetics and whatnot that are added in the season, and I would love to hear your thoughts on all that in the comments down below. Are any of these skins ones which really stick out to you and you're excited to unlock for yourself? Or maybe you're unimpressed with this season's lineup. Personally, I feel like a lot of these aren't really to my taste, so to say, but there are definitely some cool ones there which I am excited to unlock. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, come follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch 2 news, streams, and other content. Special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible, and if you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.